The stars aligned for me once I got into the union. I got in with a really big gaffer, actually a couple of them, and I was that person on set where I'd stay in the back pocket, just visualize and watch what they're doing, see the dynamic between them and their cinematographer, and then I'd ask questions. That's one of the most important things. So I'd find a good time and ask, like, hey, what makes you go 3/4 back light? Why not dead back? What's the reason for this color temp? What's the motivation? Stuff like that. So for me, it's always been a bigger purpose. And luckily, Mr. Mike Bauman gave me the opportunity to start gaffing B Unit on a lot of the movies that we did. So at that point in time, a whole different beast was created, because I would have my own little lighting package. I'd have a couple guys with me. And at this point in time, I'm still the youngest guy in the crew. So, and I'm loving this. I'm just loving the creative behind it, My journey started as a 16-year-old kid running around high school with a camera in my hand because I used to shoot the school news and edit it to be aired on a weekly broadcast. So I was known as that kid running around, A year after I graduated, I got a call to intern on a movie as a dolly grip. And for me, I just wanted my foot in the door. So, of course, I took it, I didn't really know much about dolly gripping, and that's where you learn the most. So long story short, I built some connections on that took me 5-6 years. I went around the US doing a lot of low budget movies. But I came to the conclusion that if I wanted to be a cinematographer, that what would separate me most would be via lighting. So I took the leap of faith and kind of rebranded myself as an electrician. And slowly after that, I started moving up the ranks. Then I realized that I had to build my circle out of, who I already knew. So I started cold calling on and applying to Craigslist ads. I made business cards that almost checked off every box. It would say gaffer, camera operator, dolly grip. And anytime I'd see a production at the side of the road, I'd try to sneak on and pass a business card out. So I ended up getting in the union. I knew that lighting was going to be my route. And in between shows, what I found myself doing, I still DP to this day. I shoot music videos, I camera operate on LeBron's TV show, shoot documentaries and stuff like that. But my most recent job was Fatal Attraction, which is the remake of the classic in the 80s. So it's the last week, 4.5 months into it. I'm coming in on a Monday morning at 5:30. I have my coffee in my hand and I'm walking into stage. And I'm still trying to shake the sleep off, and you just know that process. So I open up the door and I see a huddled group of producers, right? Didn't think much of it until I take a few more steps past and they're like, hey Eddie, can we have a word with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I come on over. They say, so our cinematographer went down with COVID. And by unanimous decision, you are voted to take over and finish off the show for us as a DP. We already spoke with Local 600. And we were willing to pay all the fees. Do you accept? And at that very moment, I felt like that moment lasted like 2 hours, right? But I was like, absolutely. Thank you guys for trusting me with this. And I'm still one of the youngest guys on set. So the fact that they placed, this much trust into me meant the whole entire world for me. I'll take that with me forever. It definitely helped elevate me. Understand that you were in competition with nobody but yourself. And understand that the biggest task is elevating yourself and staying true to who you are, because what you go on and witness on a daily basis and all the experiences that you have in life, even down to relationships around you, are going to help tell your story one day and help give you tools to influence somebody. And our industry is so subjective. There is no wrong answer. So don't be afraid to push boundaries. Don't be afraid to do something different. Don't be afraid if somebody told you that's unorthodox and that's not how we do it. Don't be afraid to do it. So believe in yourself. Understand that everybody's timing is different. Don't let anybody blow your flame out. Keep that flame burning and everything else will naturally fall into place and your time will be up next.